Tonight we have part 3 of a 2 Wants to Know investigation into a local contractor. Several homeowners say they paid a man thousands of dollars for work he never finished. Tonight 2 Wants to Know's Kevin Kennedy made a discovery that could get the contractor in trouble.
We first told you about Larry Kendall Johnson earlier this week, a contractor hired by several homeowners to do repairs and renovations, then basically fired by all of them.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of years trying to get all these things resolved, and still hadn't got all that, hadn't got it all resolved.
You can see where.
You met Leonard and Kelly and had a chance to see how their house looks after almost a year.
It's literally a scene on Sesame Street of one of these things is not like the other.
There's Penny Spencer, who now has a $10,000 judgment against Johnson.
The judge asked him specific questions, and she ruled in our favor.
Pam Gerald paid almost $30,000 a year ago. The job still not done.
He kept telling me he would get it done. I promise it'll be done here. I promise it'll be done by this day.
That was her $10,000.
And lastly, Ray Isley and his daughter Jill. Johnson hired to do major renovations to their home, but after more than 9 months, $130,000 paid, and a lot of work still to go, they pulled the plug, asking for a refund.
Nothing is enough. So I came down here and changed the lot. He came up and I said, I don't want you back.
Isley says Johnson agreed at one point to settle up, but never did. So they filed a complaint with the North Carolina Board of General Contractors. In February of last year, a default judgment was ordered. It states Larry Kendall Johnson is perpetually enjoined and restrained in any manner, directly or indirectly, from the practice of general contracting in North Carolina until issued a license.
We just want to get this word out there to hopefully put a stop to it.
Remember, the district attorney declined to file criminal charges. Johnson had to pay a $400 fine with the General Contracting Board, but that's not much when you consider the thousands he's collected.
We thought that we would see him arrested for sure.
It would seem like Johnson eluded the law. Case closed, story over. But then he got greedy. That job he started for Leonard and Kelly is after the default judgment was ordered, which means Johnson may be in contempt of court.
He's never met anyone like me. His victims tend to be elderly clients who don't have a lot of fight in them. He's never met someone like me.
The North Carolina Licensing Board for General Contractors sent us this statement that reads in part, the board recognizes that its #1 responsibility is to protect the public. When the board receives a complaint alleging unlicensed individuals like Mr. Johnson are performing home renovations projects that exceed $40,000, the board investigates and prosecutes these cases to the fullest extent of the law. Kelly determined to put a stop to Johnson and alert others, connecting with the likes of Pam Gerald.
And I just honestly now, I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's intentionally doing this. If he's not, why is there so many people with the same problem?
Leonard and Kelly's complaint will be heard later in March. An investigation could take time, but if wrongdoing is proven, Johnson could be in some serious trouble.
The North Carolina Licensing Board for General Contractors is asking anyone that's done business with Johnson over the past couple of years to give their office a call. As for this case, if it does end up in front of a judge and it's determined Johnson violated that order, he could do jail time. Kevin Kennedy, 2 Wants to Know.